EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Down! 180! I got it. Double time. We got 3. We got 4.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Forced out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Throwing now is Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Angelo Blackson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. Right down. Check 24. Check 24. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Showing up. Right Monday, down. You got that.
From the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, Carter. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We're set. 19. Let's go. Let's go.
On first down, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
25. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now it's Watson. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And taken right at the 35. We're scoreless after one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Now! We got a wedge there. 180! Hey, we're good, we're good! 280! No.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Express. Motion. Mark 55. 637. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes. They're trying to put him on the ground.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Watson. Open man, the tight end fouls. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watson on first down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air yet again, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson looks to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Watch the twist. Switch.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Joker, express. 41 to Mike, 48, exit. Check, 41. Here we go.
To throw his car. Being chased out left. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
To throw, it's Carr. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check hot. Kill. Express. And turn 55 to Mike. Defense wins championships. Express. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, wahoo.
Carr gonna throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third and long, it's Carr. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
They'll try to run for it with Miller.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. And I'm up.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
You're set. Great team. Let's go, team. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Alpha! Hey, pick your game up! 40 wants the mic, 40 wants the mic.
Now Carr. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Yo, Chief. 41 Mike. 93. Get this. Mike, 41. Mike. Hey, Mike 7.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They go with Jacobs. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Raider first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back now in Houston as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Shift, shift. Express.
Now Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Whitney Merciless picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready? Express. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 93. 93. 41 the mic. You can't stop.
Now Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Angelo Blackson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Here I come again. Check 4. Raider 9. 50. Check 50.
Now a play fake. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Switch. Right down. 7:34. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. 6 man. Raider 8. Check girls. Jim.
They're running the jet sweep with Jones, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Heavy. 36.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Raider 1. Kill. Check. Crunch. Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. It's on. Hey, 7:34. Hey, it's on out.
To throw his car. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
All day.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long from Houston.